Hop, on est sur The Invincible, les gens. On le teste, c'est la démo The Invincible. Et tout de suite, on part dans nouvelle partie. Pour voir ce que ça donne. Les graphismes, je disais, ils ont l'air sympas. Par contre, ça a l'air un jeu très lent. C'est un jeu solo, donc d'aventure, qui se passe sur Mars, dans l'espace, tout ça. Et le fragment de jeu que vous vous apprêtez à jouer n'est pas son début, mais une partie ultérieure. Les personnages principaux en auront déjà connu des vertes et des pas mûres. Cependant, nous ne vous en dirons pas plus afin de ne pas vous gâcher la surprise. Sur la page suivante, vous découvrirez une brève introduction de la scène qui se prépare. Gardez deux choses à l'esprit. Jouer ce fragment pourrait modifier votre perception des parties précédentes du jeu. Spoiler inévitable, l'état actuel du jeu n'est pas son état final. Nous trouverons encore à l'amélioration. Donc fermez les yeux si vous voulez pas être spoil déjà. C'est un jeu, j'avais repéré ça, The Invincible. Et Yasna a trouvé des informations concernant le convoi envoyé par la base de l'Alliance, une fraction hostile participant à une course à l'espace à travers la galaxie. Cependant, elle doit à tout prix trouver d'autres personnes, bien qu'il s'agisse d'ennemis politique. Yasna traverse la zone de fouille et avance vers le ravin pour suivre les traces du convoi. Alors qu'elle s'approche, elle doit se tenir prête à rencontrer l'Alliance et s'entretient avec Astrogator. C'est un nom de vilain, ça, Astrogator. Le commandant de son unité. Depuis le début du jeu, il soutient les actions de Yasna à distance depuis un vaisseau spatial en orbite autour de la planète sur laquelle toute l'histoire se déroule. Régis 3. Ah, on n'est pas sur Mars, on est sur Régis 3. D'accord, moi je croyais qu'on était sur Mars, mais non, on est sur Régis. Ça fait bizarre. Oh! Et quand je disais que les graphismes sont sympathiques, les gens, regardez-moi ça. Ah, par contre, j'ai oublié de faire un truc, bougez pas. Oh, voilà. Regardez comment c'est joli! Alors, je suis destination du convoi. Et je suis où, moi? C'est moi ça? Je crois que c'est moi. Alors, effet ordinaire pour rejoindre le convoi. Ah. Clic. Clic. Clic.
The road ahead leads straight to where the convoy was heading.
Well then, what are you waiting for? Any doubts?
No, I don't. I still think we have to go there. If they're not in the base, they must be somewhere, damn it.
So, what's on your mind?
Le son est un peu faible. Voilà ce que j'ai en tête. On va remettre le son à fond. Je l'avais baissé, mais on va le remettre à fond. Je trouve qu'il est un peu faible. Bonjour à Stromboli.
I can just drive in there, straight to the convoy, or try and take a side path to remain unnoticed until the very last moment.
Bold assumption. Could be an unnecessary detour. I leave that to your judgment, though. It's your call, Yasna.
Hop.
All right, I'll try to get there via the side path.
Je vais prendre la route secondaire. Déséquipé, F. Hop. C'est joli, hein? Oula, qu'est-ce que j'ai fait? Voilà, là ça marche. Nickel. Aïe, 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 aïe. Faut pas casser la combinaison. Out of demo, d'accord. Ah, c'est mon rover, ça? Il est mimi? Il est vachement mimi, mon rover. Ah. Hop. Normalement, je dois prendre la route qui est à gauche. Il n'y a pas de route à gauche. C'est ça la route de gauche? Ouais, il était tout jeune poussin, ça lag un petit peu. Mais je suis en épique là, donc c'est peut-être pour ça que ça lag un petit peu. Oui, c'est quoi?
I'm nearing the destination. From now on, I'll be on foot.
Good.
Ah!
It's better to approach with caution.
Actually, I don't have a choice. The road is blocked. Seems like a sidewall collapse.
How typical of the Alliance. to destroy everything that's in the way.
Ouais, un petit fagnon. Pourquoi il y a ça au milieu? Je voulais pas... J'aimais bien mon petit rover. Il était mimi, regardez. Tout jaune, jaune poussin. On l'aurait appelé Cui-Cui. Alors. Il m'a fait peur avec son... Le niveau de radiation augmente. Les choses deviennent intéressantes.
The radiation level is rising rapidly.
Yasna, be careful of radiation, of other people. Just watch yourself.
C'est quoi ça? C'est un fossile de verre géant? Ne sachant point. Quand il y a des radiations, il n'y a pas personne. Je veux trouver.
Seeing people who are alive and mentally sound is something I'm always counting on, Astrogator. They may be my only chance. And not only mine. After all, Koval needs our help.
Yes, I'm fully aware, Doctor. However, you must keep in mind that alive and mentally sound members of the Alliance are still a threat.
C'est un véhicule ça? Il y avait un truc sur le toit. Je pensais que c'était un bâtiment, mais non, c'est un véhicule. Pourquoi je peux pas? Je peux pas. Il y a un mur invisible. J'ai trouvé des gens morts là-dedans? Il est très joli le jeu. Ça fait un peu peur. Je vois rien. On va aller par là. Ah. Ok. On est sorti par là, d'accord. C'est par là, je présume. On n'est pas sur REGIS, on est sur REGIS, les gens.
And there's
C'est
another
quoi?
mobile antimatter cannon.
Another one? How many of those did they... Is it active?
Dead, fortunately.
I admire your composure.
Well, I've had my fair share of anxiety lately. No wonder my brain's in defense mode now. Dissociation is something we all do. Hang on, someone's here.
Hein? Oh, la boussole elle tourne quand je tombe. Un canon d'antimatière. C'est dangereux ça. Comment ça se lit son truc là? Je comprends rien à son truc. J'ai vu un casque par là, on va aller voir.
Oh no. Astrogator. They're dead.
So you found someone.
Alors j'allais dire, c'est pas parce qu'ils bougent pas qu'ils sont morts, mais en même temps il a un bras en moins. Donc là, sur ce coup-là, c'est...
I didn't let that thought get to me. Didn't want to. Finding them was my priority. It could have been just another abandoned place, not this.
What exactly happened to them?
Well, that's a good question. I'm not even sure what they were doing here.
Quand je... Le registre de l'antimat. Ah. Le canon d'antimatière.
Okay. I'm getting into the antimat's recorder. What do we have here? They were preparing for departure. always heading somewhere. They pass giant cranes, pulling something out of a, well, giant hole. Interesting. I don't recognize that place. They're getting close to where I am now.
C'est des photos que le Bisu il a pris.
They're here, sending a probe. It's hard for them to reach the site. That's why they're trying to get there from above. Oh, they're tunneling their way through with a beam of antimatter.
Ah.
Subtle. Can you locate the breach?
Looks like they found whatever they were looking for in that ominous tunnel. Of course.
Don't jump to conclusions, Doctor. Not before you finish. We need to know what to expect there.
Huh. Shame. The transport's leaving. Those containers ended up in one of the transporters. I wonder if it's still nearby.
Uh-huh.
Something's going on.
Pourquoi il y en a un qui enlève son casque?
One man's trying to draw the attention of the others to... I have no idea what's beyond the frame. The photo is such poor quality. You can clearly see the fear in his face. One of them is staring with concern at an instrument. Some sort of meter. Next slide. People rushing out of the tunnel, running from whatever's in there.
But are we still considering whether we should go inside? I admit it's all very intriguing, but also too risky. What I'm trying to say is, I fear for your safety, Astra.
Moi aussi j'ai peur pour ma sécurité. D'un seul coup comme
One
ça.
of the antimats has fired straight into the tunnel.
And? What happened next?
Ouais, je sais pas.
There's nothing else. Only darkness.
Can't you see what it was aiming for?
Panic. Everyone's trying to escape.
Il tire sur quelque chose.
There's also a second antimat. It's shooting into the air.
Ils ont trouvé des insectes.
Both were faulty.
Astrogator. The antimat's new objective is to eliminate, instead of protecting.
What happens next?
Second antimat. That's what destroyed it. People are frozen with fear. They don't know what to do. It's firing directly at the crew.
Son bras.
Shooting them. One by one.
Son kiki. Son kiki.
Someone hid behind a rock.
How do you know?
This antimat has thermal imagery. Hiding from it made no difference.
Ah, il a tué le mec qui était... Et l'autre a essayé de se
One man has
rendre.
raised his hands in surrender.
Est-ce qu'il s'est fait abattre le mec qui a levé les mains?
If only a machine could take pity on him.
With a proper programming, it could recognize such gestures, but it could never feel compassion. No.
Ah!
It killed him. The machine just killed him.
Lever les mains devant une machine ne sert à rien, les gens. Ce sera la
Oh,
leçon douce.
fuck.
Yasna?
Il a pris une photo de moi.
The last photo is from a few moments ago. I'm on it.
Bloody hell. So it's not dead after all. The machine that massacred the Alliance is still operational, and it could target you at any moment.
Let's hope not.
Perhaps it's best to hope. while moving away. If that's all,
What about that tunnel?
right.
Ah, je vais y aller jeter un coup d'œil, vous ne vous y opposez pas, pourquoi?
So? I'll go check it out.
I know you will, Yasna. Proceed.
C'était pas une bonne idée, mais... C'était super bien fait, les espèces de photos pour décrire ce qui s'est passé. C'était joli, c'était bien fait, le jeu est vachement beau. Hein. La patte graphique du jeu est tellement belle. La direction artistique est vraiment sublime. C'est dans le trou là qu'on doit aller? Non, c'est pas là? Je peux pas passer là? Ou c'est dans l'autre trou qu'il faut que j'aille? Bah pour l'instant je vais pas dans le trou vu que le trou m'a refusé l'entrée dans le trou. Vu qu'il y a une marche et que je sais pas si on peut... Ah, c'était par là. Je m'étais trompé de trou les gens. Ça arrive. C'est des choses qui arrivent de se tromper de trou.
I can hear a rhythmic, metallic sound coming from beyond the tunnel.
Something still active. Take your time, Yasna. Don't rush.
I can't hear. I don't understand you, sir. The audio's breaking up.
It's unexpected. You are in a...
I'll get back to you once I reach
Ils
the
sont
end.
pas cons, hein. Il est pas con le gars, c'était à prévoir vu que t'es dans un tunnel.
It's in Arctan, coming at me. Huh. Carrying something.
Pourquoi j'ai des visions troubles? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Je vais le suivre. Pourquoi je vois trouble? Il s'est arrêté? Non? Pourquoi je vois trouble comme ça?
You hear me? Over.
Copy that. I don't feel too.
Vomis pas dans ton casque!
My head feels like it's bursting from pressure.
Breathe, Yasna. You need to rest.
Ça va mieux?
No. I'm better now.
Attendez monsieur, attendez! Il tourne en rond autour du truc.
Seems like this robot started a task and then got stuck in a loop.
What task?
Carrying boxes. It took one but never left.
Why do you think it's stuck?
Well, it goes in circles, using the same path.
Mais quelque part, ça me rassure.
There's nothing here I haven't seen before. Just a lot of metal bushes. Same as the ones near our camp. Well, the lower parts of the bushes are, let's put it, fruitless.
So the Alliance came to pick the fruits.
The box is filled with containers, which I'm pretty sure are filled with research material. Those fruits.
Could you retrieve them somehow?
It won't be easy to snatch a crate from its steel grip.
C'est pas un, c'est un simulateur de marche, on va dire. Oula, jeu d'aventure, simulateur de marche, mais c'est super. Le telling story est très bien fait. La manière de raconter l'histoire est très bien faite. Et la direction artistique est magnifique. C'est, pour l'instant, c'est un grand oui.
Oh, another body.
Is that also the Atlantis?
No, this body's different. There's no visible injuries.
And what is the cause of death?
I don't know. It could be anything. Sepsis, internal bleeding, organ failure. Oh, I'll go and
Radiation.
examine him now. My head is killing me.
Il y a un trou. Non, c'est pas comme ça, pardon.
I think their crew took some soil samples. There's this chipped rock, revealing what lies beneath the surface.
Which is more metal?
Yes, a metal interior. Roots are exposed as well. They're not embedded in any rock, but in a tissue-like alloy.
Bushes growing out of the soil.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
So, all the bushes in this area, and there are plenty of them as I understand, appear to grow on the rock, but deep down their roots are embedded in metal. Perhaps you should take a closer look at them, Doctor. Can you please check them, Yasta?
Do you have anything specific in mind?
Doctor, if it's all metal,
Then I'll use a detector. Right.
Hein?
I'm checking. Give me a sec.
perfect.
Everything matches. There's metal all around. And the bushes have a direct connection with the whole system.
Interesting. Sounds similar.
To the structures I saw following Gorski. Yes. Huh. Well, perhaps it looks like 2 generations. One, old, dead, a relic. Second, these bushes grew in the remains of the former generation.
Hang on. Are you saying that this new generation is alive? And the old one used to be alive?
I simply use terminology I'm familiar with. But we can't talk about life here. For me, it's a virus. A parasite on this planet. I would never classify viruses as living organisms.
Now, but there are theories that we humans have a common ancestor with parasites. An RNA particle.
That's true. However, we can function on our own. It's not easy, but we can. Viruses, on the other hand, need to come into contact with what science calls life in order to activate.
And here, there isn't really any evidence of it, is there?
Correct. It truly is a phenomenon. Active parasites on a planet housing nothing but scrap metal. Shit! I can't handle it anymore.
Elle va pas bien, hein. La dame, elle va pas bien. Là.
The robot disappeared.
You must have broken its loop.
I didn't.
No, you must have done something. Never mind. We'll try to locate it. But first of all, get out of there now.
I found the robot. It hasn't gone far.
Good. Please forward.
Eh ben, je fais que ça de le suivre, monsieur. Je suis en poursuite, là.
Fuck, it's getting up. Oh,
The robot.
no, the antimat.
You need to act fast. Move, Yasna. But
Cours. Cours. Ah!
are you alive?
Yes. Destroyed the robot.
What are you doing now?
Oh no.
Il me regarde.
It's over. won't come this time.
Yasna, stay calm.
I won't come.
No, don't die on me now. I'm begging you, don't give up. You can't. You can't. I failed you. Sorry.
Ah, elle est gentille.
Fucking sorry. It's all my fault, you hear me? All mine. It was my decision. I decided to accept the mission.
What?
Yasna, you're alive.
If you could reject it, why didn't you?
After a series of successful missions, are you safe now?
Safe enough. Please continue, sir. I'm all ears.
You will agree that we were doing very well. Outstanding results.
That's how it ought to end. Well.
Yes, I fully agree, but then it seemed this could have been the crowning achievement of the entire expedition. Just imagine.
You could have at least asked us.
I did wrong. I know that now. I will never forgive myself for it. Neither do I expect you to.
Ah, mais ça, c'est les enregistrements que j'avais déjà regardés. Putain, elle a découpé le robot, quoi. Ouais,
Oh, to hell with it. I can't really blame you.
J'ai pas tout écouté.
After all, you're the commander. It's your job to make decisions like that. And
La
live with the
violence!
consequences.
Pauvre robot.
It means a lot to hear that from you, Yasna. Thank you.
C'est chaud, là.
So, what do we do now? Will you finally let me send Hopper for you?
I can't just fly away. Now more than ever.
Ah, c'est froid.
I won't rest until I find out what happened to our people and what we can do to aid them.
Considering all the factors, I would assume everyone in the convoy is dead. If there's anything more to learn, it's from the recording devices. The first anti-map told us a lot. The second one is destroyed. You spoke about the probe. Should be a valuable source of information. And the rovers. Are they on the convoy list?
Oh, pas grand chose, hein. Il y a quelqu'un dedans ou pas? J'ai pas tout vu. Oh, j'ai retrouvé un cuicui. Un rover. Ah, il y a quelqu'un dedans. Bonjour. Ça va? Ouais. Mais voir si je peux le pousser. Comment on fait pour sortir? Oh. Oh.
Why even bother with security measures when they just leave keys in locks anyway?
Extremely unreasonable of them. But it's nothing to complain about, is it?
So, let's hear it.
Hello, base. This is Antka. Hello, Antka. Tesla here. I can hear you. Reporting. 25th day of the mission, 7:15 a.m. We arrived.
I saw it on the slides.
We encountered a terrain obstacle, but it has been removed.
You can skip ahead if you would.
We've established permanent access to the extraction site. Base, come in. Dr. Boza wants to talk with you. Tesla here. Over. We have a sort of discovery.
Oh, I'm listening.
25th day. Base, this is Boza. Doctor, these tiny crystals contain highly advanced technology. Individually, they are slender and helpless. However, when in a group, they seem to stimulate and support each other, revealing new properties. At first, they started to emit an electromagnetic
Mais on n'entend plus, c'est ça!
gathered together. when in a
Yes,
larger
César.
group, they activated and, this is our biggest revelation so far, they started floating in the
Et
air.
bienvenue aux viewers
Did
de
I hear
César.
that right?
The larger the group, the easier, more freely,
Yes. Apparently it's flying.
like a swarm of mechanical flies.
Slow down, Doctor. You say crystals, or rather flies. Which one is it?
Call it whatever you want. These creatures have a precise threefold
Mais
symmetry,
je relisais pas les
resembling the
sous-titres.
letter Y, with three-pointed arms connecting in a central bulge. Black as coal in direct light, shimmering with shades of blue and olive in reflected light. As my colleague Osterhaus mentioned, they somewhat resemble the abdomens of certain
J'ai
terrestrial
trouvé des insectes, c'est
insects.
ce que je dis.
Is Markovnik there?
Navigator's unavailable right now.
Well, please let him know we'll submit our reports as soon as he's available. Oh, and have him send us another transporter, will you?
Autonomous robots the size of flies.
It's not finished. Let's keep listening.
Hello, convoy. Anka, come in. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. We're finishing loading. Preparing to depart.
Don't!
Gets tense.
Leave the material behind and return to the base.
But why? What happened?
Scouts came back from this whole city.
Tesla? What's going on? Hello? Tesla, come in.
Navigator speaking. Don't take anything. Just get out of there. Immediately. That's an order.
Last saved recording.
Amazing. Microbots grouping and flying together, similar to flies, capable of affecting other machines, even to the point that those affected become dangerous to humans.
The microbots, they must be dangerous as well. I don't know how, but not all people were killed by larger robots.
I think I've figured it out, partially at least. The Alliance scientists were very clear that all of this had to do with an electromagnetic field, the field emitted by these flies. When people displayed disturbing symptoms, field measurements showed above average values. At first I thought it was a sensoric malfunction, after all the machines were broken. It turns out that field damaged them. So all the malfunctions occurred afterward.
Why didn't I think of it sooner? Prolonged exposure to strong electromagnetic fields can be harmful to the human brain. Usually it concerns long-term effects, months and years of unfavorable conditions.
Please elaborate, Doctor. What sort of effects?
Various brain dysfunctions. It may even lead to the arrest of vital organs.
So that's how... Barrett.
Most probably. Another known effect of the EM field is memory loss. The human organism continues to function normally. But the human being, such is helpless, vulnerable. Like a baby, they don't understand the world around them.
Can such a person learn the world anew?
I can't be sure. There's no precedence. Even if there is room for development, learning everything all over, they won't remember anything. Even language, their past, our voyages together. Let's face it, this new life of theirs will be far from normal. They'll be aged children, walking curiosities, oddities, lab rats, all that made them gone to hell.
Perhaps researching those flies will help us to better aid our people. We're theorizing for now. Be worth examining. Confirm at least.
Got it, Astrogator. I'll search for those containers of flies.
Elle cause beaucoup quand même. Hein. Ah, j'avais la clé.
The door to the cargo bay has budged a little, but it won't open fully.
Ah. Bonjour.
It's too awkward to squeeze in. The whole vehicle is just stuffed with bushes.
But can you see past them?
Not quite yet. Now! I can see broken containers. No sign of the flies.
Just plenty of bushes.
You have some theory, sir?
Everything that comes to my mind seems absurd.
Well, look, I think it might work like this. The bushes and flies have a symbiotic relationship. I even consider that the flies are part of the bushes. Just like the fruits. If the flies can fly, they behave more like insects, and the bushes like plants.
I see we're getting back to biological analogies. According to your profession, do I correctly conclude that you are persuading yourself to define it as a life form?
Hein, qu'est-il dit?
New information changes perspective, Astrogator. But I think it's better to withhold any further classification until we learn more about the genesis of these creatures.
I still don't understand where this change is coming from.
What if I said that the flies and bushes are the same thing, but in different forms? When they need to move, they develop moving parts, the
Ah, il y a une
flies.
bulle.
When they need to
J'avais pas vu.
multiply, expand their volume, they settle on the metal
Celui-là en
substrate,
marche.
form bushes, absorb raw material, and they are again ready to transform and relocate to a new source, and so on and so forth.
And I can tell you it's the most sophisticated form of being I've ever heard of, with all the skepticism that comes with it.
The second transporter is under a force field. It's hovering above the ground.
So it is operational, probably also in better shape than the other one.
It certainly looks better.
The cargo may be intact then.
The force field melted adjacent rocks.
They had to run the generator on full power. They were defending themselves after all.
From the swarm of flies, I presume.
We don't know how large it was. They didn't capitulate. That's a good sign.
Well, I don't know that. So far, I can only confirm that the field has not dissipated. Yet. There are powerful emitters in the center. Similar to those on Energobots.
Emitters only? Do they look like they're buried in the ground?
Yeah.
Then you're looking at the top of the Energobot. Well, look carefully. Energobots can bury themselves in such a way that only the emitters protrude from the surface.
Ah, got it. I know how to get inside. Under this field.
Will you dig a tunnel?
I won't have to. There's already an entrance. I just need to get to it.
Ouais, mais je sais pas où elle est l'entrée. C'est ça le problème. Peut-être sur la droite là? Ouais, sur la droite. Les graphismes sont vraiment géniaux. Il parle un peu beaucoup par contre. Oh, il y a quelqu'un. Bonjour. Stéraz. Il parle beaucoup. Peut-être un peu trop. Et je dirais parce que du coup, pendant qu'il parle, tu peux pas faire d'action. Du coup, tu es obligé d'attendre qu'ils aient fini de parler. Mais l'histoire est intéressante. Les graphismes sont vraiment jolis. L'atmosphère est sympa. Oula. Qu'est-ce qui va passer là? Il passe. Nickel. C'est joli.
Astrogator, I found their probe. Looks like it hid from the flies. Or just ended up here by pure luck.
Luck indeed. This registry could be valuable, especially if it managed to photograph everything from a greater distance.
Come here, little probie.
Robbie!
Oh, that didn't work. It flew away.
Is it scared of you too?
I'd rather say that my lack of authorization is more of a problem than me being scary. I won't be able to bring the probe down Unless I find a working controller.
Promis.
I got inside the field. Do you copy, sir?
Of course. The force field doesn't block radio waves. I suggest the following. If this transporter is actually running, it doesn't make any sense to take out the containers and carry them with you. You're going to take the whole transporter. You'll have the flies in large numbers, and a powerful means of transport that can fly over terrain inaccessible to the rover. But before you leave, you need to take down the force field. So first, the Energobot, turning off the force field, then transporter, departure. All clear?
How about I act according to my judgment? And you patiently await my request for help, sir?
You're right, Jasna. You're there. You make the decision.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, tout plein de boutons rouges.
Is the probe still with you?
Yes, it's around here. Somewhere. The field is no longer a problem.
Meaning?
Disabled.
Perfect. All that's left is to get the flies out of there.
C'était une mauvaise idée. C'était... Pourquoi je suis rentré là-dedans? Vous voyez qu'il y a quelque chose à aller voir derrière? Peut-être, hein? Bah non, il n'y a rien. Tranquille. On peut appuyer sur le bouton rouge? Non. Eh bien, c'est dommage. C'est tentant, tous ces boutons rouges. Comment on fait pour monter dans le transporteur du coup maintenant? Ah. Bah je veux bien, mais je fais comment pour monter dans le transporteur, monsieur? Ah là, j'avais pas vu.
I'm climbing onto the hovering transporter.
Before you leave, though, please check that the cargo is intact.
Oui, bah... Je travaille. Ça fait peur quand t'as cligné des yeux comme ça.
I hope. Will this really help our people, Astrogator?
It will, I'm sure. So, what? Off we go? Jasna, what are you wondering about?
What if we're making a mistake? Maybe I shouldn't take the flies off Regis. Maybe it's better to leave them alone. Here, where they belong.
What are you...
I just worry that we might spread this threat. And the tragedy of one planet becomes a tragedy of entire galaxies. Not to mention, all humanity.
Forgive me, Doctor, but that sounds a bit overdramatic. We can handle the mechanical flies. Humanity survived worse.
And you sound like a fool, sir. How can you be so sure? We were clueless just a moment ago. We've only just begun to understand what's going on. But you already know how to handle it.
Jasna, I promise you, we'll analyze everything thoroughly. Now we need to focus on getting you out of there. Can we at least agree on that?
Yes. First, though, I'd like to check the cargo.
Very well. Just hurry up.
Il n'y a rien dedans. Et des bêtes.
I must admit, they look amazing.
Ça fait peur surtout.
Yasna, what have you done?
I'm watching them, nothing more. Don't worry, sir.
What? Some goddamn black hole has opened in the stratosphere. And you say not to worry. Just look outside, Doctor. See for yourself.
Hein? Y'a un trou noir? What?
If you were wondering, sir, how large a group of these flies could be, I can tell you.
Yes, Yasna, I know. I can see it from fucking orbit.
Fin de la démo. Vraiment sympa, super graphisme, le storytelling qui est vraiment bien fait, un peu lent, mais visuellement c'est magnifique. Il parle un peu trop, mais bon, c'est une aventure narrative, donc on va s'y faire. Et franchement, super sympa. J'ai bien aimé, je vais le mettre dans ma liste de souhaits, moi.